but got a lot to show for it. Always had drive like I had to show for it. My team's so true, we should get a camera crew to follow us around and make a show for us.
Hello, welcome to the Angielala Experience. Today I'm here with celebrity stylists Becca Alexis and Hachy Mendez. Since the theme for April on the Angielala Experience is about self-esteem and body image, I decided to talk to some celebrity stylists to help figure out what we can do as women, you know, everyday women, and what we can wear to make ourselves feel good and look good. So, how are you guys doing today?
Great, how are you?
I'm good. Okay, I want to know first, what people, places, and or things inspire your style?
For me, I'd have to say modern architecture and traveling for sure, experiencing different cultures. There's just so much you can get out of traveling outside of this country. That's very inspiring. Down to, you know, architecture, cuisine, their style of dress within their culture, obviously, and the travel and modern architecture for me.
I draw a lot of inspiration from people throughout history. Going way back with Cleopatra, you know, to Josephine Baker. You know, there's just a lot of amazing people in history. Bridget Bardot were very inspiring. And these were all fearless women.
Yeah, Josephine Baker, I think of like the flapper image, so I like that a lot. How does a woman find clothes that fit her body type? Because I see a lot of women, they'll pick a piece, but it'll flatter somebody else's figure and not necessarily theirs.
First things first is, you know, women have to come to grips with their body types. It's looking at yourself in the mirror naked and, you know, recognizing, you know, the certain aspects that, you know, you're not too happy with and the aspects you are happy with. I think it's important to come out with a balance. You can't hate everything. There's something beautiful in everyone. And, you know, identify what figure you are. You're an hourglass. Are you pear shape? Are you, you know, heavier on the bottom or heavier on top? Are you short? Are you petite? Are you really tall? It's first identifying your body types. And you always want to dress where your proportions are well distributed. So if you're heavier on top, in order to make yourself look proportioned, you'd put more weight on the bottom and slim the waist.
Right.
So, you know, those are key ways, very broad ways in helping someone find the perfect fit.
Like that, I was having issues with mine because I was looking at the magazine and it said I'm athletic or petite. I'm not that short, but you know, I'm slender, so I was like trying to figure that out. So.
Well, you know what's interesting is there's no one way.
Right.
You know, everybody is almost something.
Right. So
the key thing is just proportion control. Proportion control works when you're eating. It also helps when dressing up.
Okay, yeah. Okay, the theme, as I said before, is body image and self-esteem. So what is one piece of advice you guys would give to the female viewers that have insecurities when it comes to like different clothing types in their bodies, you know, like versus not just telling them to lose weight to fit a certain mold? What would you tell them, you know, how to feel better with themselves?
Well, I think the number one thing that's important is, Hachy and I both work, you know, in the fashion world. High fashion to your urban fashion. And I feel like fashion should be a community and not a country club. You know, everyone should have access to this. So first things first is don't be threatened by what you see in the magazines and say, this is not for me, it's too expensive, you know, I can't go there. You know, even with how we're dressed, there's high-low, you know, like this is a $3 secondhand cardigan, you know, but I mix it up with, you know, my fillet limb necklace and my Givenchy bag. So I think, you know, it's all about, again, finding that perfect balance. Also, I think what's important in the fashion and finding yourself in fashion is, you know, what's important to you, and keeping that in mind when you're shopping so you don't overdo it.
When you look at magazines, they're like high-end models wearing all these crazy things put together. Would you suggest like to pick one element of that and just mix it into your everyday style?
I think every woman should have a good blazer. You should have a good white button down. You should have a great pair of slacks. every woman should have a fabulous pair of shoe. And it doesn't have to be a Louis Vuitton. Not everybody can afford it. A good pair of shoe is a good leather, because our feet, you know, sometimes our feet, depending on how much sodium intake we take, you know, our feet could be a little bit wider. Right. So you want a good leather shoe that's going to stretch. You know, you want a shoe that you could wear to the office for a special event. Let's say the executives are going to be there. And a shoe that you could wear, you know, to a nice cocktail event. So a good shoe will take a woman to good places.
What are 3 items that you two personally can't live without? Like, you have to have them.